Excellent produit. Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another one, bro? Rants and Gun in the building. Lee, what you telling me, fam?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I've got my lunch and my dinner ready for tomorrow. And yeah, man, I'm going to bring it to the game. Mikel Arteta's done a rally cry, Rants. Get up early, guys. Have an early breakfast, guys. Bring your lunch and bring your dinner, guys. Tomorrow is going to be beautiful.
Lunch and dinner. Isn't the game an early kickoff, though?
Yeah, man. He said, have an early breakfast, fans. Listen, if the manager speaks, we have to listen. Yeah, bring your lunch and bring your dinner. Yeah, John Sitton FC. And compare up if you like. One of them ones.
Shit, the bed. Fair enough. Yeah, I
Bring
just
your
seen
lunch and bring your dinner, Rants. Yeah, if you can't see what the manager's doing, yeah, maybe we can wheel out the 100-inch screen on the training ground as well, bruv, and tell them all what's going on the camera whilst standing there like that in training. You know, when the dog's running around, like doing a shit everywhere, but our players all standing there looking at a 100-inch TV monitor on the training ground, bruv. Maybe it's what they're going to have for lunch and dinner tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe that's what was on the screen.
No, he really is the gift that keeps on giving, bro. Your gaffer, bro. I swear down. Like, it's weird, innit? It's weird, innit? But let's see, innit? I don't know why man need to bring the lunch and dinner if the kickoff's the afternoon one, but I'm sure he knows what he meant by that, innit? Like, fuck knows.
I don't know, man. Like last week, they were running around with like 4 players with a ball between their head, bruv, like, and then running around with pens and pencils in their hands in training. Maybe that's why we couldn't win. I don't know. Maybe instead of putting the ball on the floor, we and trying to actually score goals. Maybe it's maybe I don't know. Maybe it's teaching them how to read and write or something. I don't know. Running around training ground with pens in their hands. What's that all about?
Fuck knows. Team bonding, innit?
Did you team bonding? Did you see it? Did you see it when there was 3 or 4 players and the ball was on their forehead and they're all pushing the ball and they're all moving around with them? Did you not see that?
Nah. This is weird.
This is the weirdest football club in world football ever. They were literally Odegaard, I think Jokeris or somebody else. I can't remember. 3 players, and the ball was on their forehead, and they all standing like a little triangle, all with the ball, and they're pushing the ball with their forehead, bruv, all around in a circle. And then they're running around with pen and pencil in their hand. It's a miracle we're top of the league, Rants. I can't lie. And now we've got 100-inch TV monitors on the training ground.
Yeah, this is the business end now, innit? So like this is when your manager earns his money right now.
Yeah. Well, listen, the way we've been playing for the last couple of weeks, it's almost like they're playing the game of the ball is lava. Like, do you know what I mean? Just like get out of the way when it comes to you. We don't want it. Oh, I don't want it. No, I don't want it. Yeah, we're rubbish, bruv. I don't know how we're top.
Yeah, that is crazy. That what objectively, what was the sporting game saying anyway? Obviously, I've heard it was rubbish, but I didn't watch it. I'm not going to pretend I watched it.
No, it was crap. Same old. If they could have finished their chances, we would have lost 2 or 3. They didn't really create anything, Rans. But that's Arsenal in a nutshell. And then 29 come off the bench and bang, 1-0. So it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, we got Sporting again on Wednesday. Yeah, so we have to win this game. Yeah, he's being asked in press conference today about 4 players that are injured. And he said, "Oh, I don't know if any of them are fit. Maybe some of them. I don't know." Well, what do you mean you don't know? The game's in about 17 hours, mate. Like, it's a shambles. He's then talking about Eze.
Could be mind games, though.
Yeah, he does this every year, every week, every game, bro. It's like wheeling out the speakers before we got banged 4-0 up at Anfield. We have to sing "Never Walk Alone" in training, guys. We need to create the atmosphere, guys. It's going to be a tough away game, guys. Then we go up there and get walloped 4-0. Yeah, Raya was man of the match. If we had Ramsdale in goal in that Sporting game, we would have got banged. Yeah, he made some mad saves in that game. But we're not very good, Rams. Yeah, we play the most boring football in the world. Yeah, we're constantly getting players out injured because this guy constantly rushes them back. Yeah, so it is actually a miracle, really, that we're top because we're not very good. Yeah, I don't know whether that's because we're just better at stinking our way through games than anyone else, or whether the rest of them are just absolutely rubbish.
But it's both. It's both, though. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, a lack of consistency for most teams is the reason why the table kind of looks the way it looks. Like, even with us, we should not be anywhere near where we are based on how we started the season, bro. Teams shouldn't have allowed us to even close the gap. and somehow we're in third place. And yeah, cool, our form's been good, but it's only been like 7. It's only been like 7 games, I swear. It's only been 7 games.
Is that what you've had since he's been there?
In the league. Yeah, bro. I think so, because we lost 1, drew 1, and I think won 5.
Yeah,
So,
that's a bit crazy. He's been there a couple of months, 3 months as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I think
obviously there was international break as well, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just
9
showed
games.
9 games.
We won 7.
Yeah, you haven't lost a game yet, have you?
No,
you
we lost 1, just Newcastle. That's it.
Oh, of course you did. So yeah, lost 1, drew 2.
Oh, we drew 2. 6. Who else did? Oh, we drew with Fulham as well. I keep forgetting that one.
So he must have won 6. Either way, he got the gig in January, didn't he? End of Jan, wasn't it, or early Feb? We're now in nearly
like he hasn't had the job long, but do you know what I mean? It's like, bro, in 9 games, but that's what I'm saying. In 9 games, we've literally gone from 11 points behind Aston Villa to a point ahead of them, and we've put daylight between ourselves, Liverpool and Chelsea. Both teams have been above us for the majority of the season.
Yeah, Chelsea have been winning.
Oh shit, we beat Fulham. Who did we drew? West Ham, right?
Oh yeah, he did beat Fulham. Yeah, Sesko scored right at the end.
It's West Ham we drew with.
West Ham and
1-1. The West Ham.
Bournemouth.
Yeah, that's it. And we should have never drawn that Bournemouth game, bro. So yeah, no, it's been.
Yeah, Chelsea have been winging it though. Like, let's just be real, they ain't that good either.
Oh no, they're rubbish, man.
And it shows how poor. It does show how poor the league is when you look at the top of just the table in general. Like Liverpool are currently 5th, bro. And they've been trashed. They've lost 10 games, bro. Like Chelsea
bro,
lost
when
9.
I saw that, it's crazy. And I think it's like 17 in all comps or something they've lost. It's crazy, diabolical.
Chelsea lost 9. Brentford lost 11. Like, Villa lost 9. You've got the 3rd least amount of losses in the league.
Yeah.
And you're 3rd. So that kind of makes sense.
I couldn't believe that when I saw that.
Yeah, so this league's been awful. Yeah, and if you look even further down, Sunderland and Newcastle, and Brighton, Fulham, Everton, Brentford, Chelsea, they're all within like 6 points of each other, bro. And Bournemouth, all the way from 13th up to 6 is 6 points, bro. It just goes to show how crap the league is. Because it's not like it's at the top of the table, it's just everyone's mid. Like Fulham are literally only 5 points off of 5th, and they've lost 13 games out of 31. They've lost the same as they've won, and they can literally get in Europe. Yeah, Brentford are currently in Europa Conference spot, and they've won their last 5 games. This league's rubbish, mate. Like, Chelsea have won 1 of their last 5, and they're 6th. Liverpool have won 2 and they're 5th. This league's washed, rub. Yeah, Villa have won 1 of their last 5 and they're 4th. The only 3 teams that have really had any level of consistency are the 3 at the top.
Yeah,
and
but
even
that's
then,
why
it's
they're
not really been that consistent. It's been consistent in terms of more consistent than the rest. But we've dropped points in a third of our games this season. Yeah, we played 31 games. We've drawn 7 and lost 3. It's 10 games. Yeah, this league is not good. Yeah, we're just the best of an extremely poor bunch, and I'm cool.
No, 100%.
But he better win it, right? If he don't win it, even if he does win it, does anyone think that all these teams are going to be that bad next season?
Hell no. But you know what it is, like there's already talks of him extending or stuff. And I remember we spoke before, and it probably agreed long time ago, this extension. Do you know what I mean? So I can't lie. Yeah, it's one of them ones. I think, if you give him even more time, regardless of what he wins this season or if he wins, it's a big mistake, innit, on your part. It's a big mistake.
Yeah, listen, we've got a lot of players at this football club that shouldn't be here. We've got a lot of the best players we've got have been. Yeah,
but he's been responsible for bringing them in, bro. How many players are in this Arsenal squad, that were here before he came in, that don't deserve to be there?
Martinelli.
Yeah, who else?
Well, based on this season, Saka. But
no, I hear that, but but that's what I mean. Saka's not good enough, but Really?
He's not good enough this season. He's been good enough. If Saka was on the form that he was on before his injury, we would have wrapped the league up already. And I don't even rate Saka as highly as everybody else. I think he's a good Premier League footballer. Before that injury, when he was bagging like the season before and the season before that, if we had that version of Saka this season, that league would be done already. He's been rubbish, brother. Madueke's been shit. Yeah, so that right-hand side's been awful all season. If we had that right-hand side on lock, like we had with Saka in the previous 2 seasons, we would have already won the league. Odegaard, he brought in. So, yeah, it's probably only... I mean, Saliba was here before he came here. Yeah, so it's probably only out of players that have been brought rather than come through academy. It's probably only Saliba and Martinelli that were here. I can't think of anyone else. Gabriel,
yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say. He's rebuilt the whole squad. So
yeah,
the fact that he's rebuilt the whole squad, yeah, and he's only got an FA Cup to show for it, like, irrespective of what happens this season, what he's done is just not that remarkable, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's still technically still a failure if you look at how much money he's spent, and if you look at everything else, it's the reality. Like, there's no way now with what's left to win, yeah, that you can just ignore the last 7 seasons. You just can't ignore them. Like, I don't think it's not a new deal's worth of achievement. That's what I'm trying to basically articulate.
Yeah, listen, bro, his contract expires next season.
Yeah.
So it's standard procedure, innit? You're gonna have the conversation with the manager, innit? Yeah, but me personally, just been him. Now, if he wins the league, I'd keep it. If he wins the champs, I'd keep him. But I wouldn't be rushing out to renew his contract right now. Yeah, whether he wins it or not. Yeah, keep him. He's under contract for another year.
And look, man saying he's earning almost double what Enrique's earning, and they're gonna try to give him more though again, bro.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? For what? Yeah, and this is the thing. I keep saying this to people, when I'm live, and I said it when I was on Potts' channel the other night. Like, why is everyone so rattled about the conversation of getting rid of him, even if he wins? Like, if he wins, I'd keep him. Yeah, but I wouldn't be giving him a new contract. He's got a contract for another 18 months or 16 months or whatever it is. Yeah, so you don't need to give him another contract. See how you start next season and go from there. Yeah, I'll see where you're at most of the way through the season and then decide from there. Yeah, but when we signed Aaron Ramsdale, we already had Leno in goal. And we decided as a football club that Ramsdale was better than Leno. Yeah, and then we decided, let's go and buy Raya because he's better than Ramsdale. So why can't we go and get a manager that is better than Arteta then? Why is it only the manager that's exempt from this? Because every time we buy a player, it's to upgrade on one that we already have. So why can't we upgrade on the manager we already have? Why is it a massive problem that we want to upgrade on the manager? Like, I don't get it, bro. Yeah, if Luis Enrique's on half the money of Arteta and he's considered the best in the world right now, then make an effort for him. Yeah, just say, look, we'll give you this money. Yeah, you're going to get this much transfer budget. Yeah, you've already got a crux of a team here that are good. Yeah, because we have got some good players. Yeah, we've got a decent set of players. I wouldn't say the squad's great, but I think we've got a good core. Yeah, and we'll give you the money to build around that core. Yeah, and you've got 3 years. Yeah, and give him a 3-year deal with an option of a 4th. Yeah, and pay him 12, 15, 16 million a year. Why can't we go and do that? If he says no, he says no. We'll go somewhere else then. Yeah, go and try and get Hansi Flick. Yeah, try and go and get somebody. Yeah, every time I mention Mahrez FC's manager, everyone goes, who? Well, didn't you do that with Wenger when we signed him? Yeah, and he's winning trophies. He's in a title race. He's in their version of the Champions League again after winning it last year. And he's won a trophy this season. And he won the Champions League last season. And he's won 3 trophies previous to that in 4 years. So is that not an upgrade? I don't understand what the infatuation is with this manager, bro. I genuinely do not get it. And by the way, all 3 of the managers that I've just mentioned play sick football. Yeah, and they've managed big egos, every single one of them. Yeah, let's be real. Mahrez is a big player, big name player. Ivan Toney is a big name player. Yeah, they've all got egos. They've got attitude problems, as the media claim they have, some of them. But every player that's playing at a high level, getting paid a fuck ton of money, has an ego, bro. Every single player.
To a certain degree, for sure.
Especially if they're winning a load of trophies. They're like, yeah, who are you? I'm better than you. Yeah, so Tony probably has got an ego. Mahrez probably has got an ego. Dembele's probably got an ego. Harry Kane's got an ego. Harry Kane's Harry Kane. He knows he's one of the best in the world. Lewandowski will probably have an ego because they win stuff. Well, Kane only just recently, but it is what it is. I don't know, man. I just think like you can have these conversations about different players. When silly season comes around with the transfer rumours doing the rounds, it's always to get a player that's already going to replace one of your players. So why can't you do that with a manager then? Why is it frowned upon and everyone abuses you for it? I don't get it, bro.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I don't know why they look at players more disposable than the manager when really and truly they're both employees of the club. Like, it's just not that deep.
No. And the players and managers come and go. Yeah, Wenger left, Fergie left. Club's still standing. Yeah, whether they're any good or not, it's still standing, bro. It's still operating. It's still getting players. It's still getting managers in. It still attracts players for top dollar. Yeah, it can still attract the biggest names. Yeah, so I don't really understand why we can't attract the best managers in. Yeah, most clubs allegedly wanted Declan Rice in the summer when we signed him. Man City and Bayern and Real Madrid apparently, according to the media. Cool. Whether you believe them or not, well, let's just say they're telling the truth. What you're telling me that if Hansi Flick or Luis Enrique are available, we shouldn't be going in for him because he's available at the right price, mate. I'm telling you right now, every manager is pretty much.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. Irrespective of what goes on, if a manager like that became available, like you're not a serious club if you don't show interest.
We do it all the time. When Harry Kane become available, did my club go and try and buy him? We should have been.
To be fair, they probably knew that there was absolutely no chance that Spurs would do business with you.
Doesn't matter. Put 120 on the table officially, fax it over to whoever needs to see it, and say there's an official 120 million bid. Now that'll go breaking news all around the world. Yeah, and if they reject it, fair enough. But at least you tried.
Mind games, though. That's mind games because if they do reject it, yeah, then on the flip side, man can say, right, Kane was never going to Arsenal anyway, or Arsenal never wanted Kane. They just did it to like the fucking 40 million plus £1 thing that you man did. You was never getting him, like, you know, like that. Man would just say, yo, that was just, you know what I mean? Like, man just did it for clickbait, like.
Yeah, but when he went for 86 million, if we had put 120 on the table, that's showing mad intent.
You
don't have to move house. Yeah, because it's North London club. And training grounds ain't a million miles away, are they? Let's be real. So he wouldn't need to leave house. His kids wouldn't need to leave school. They wouldn't need to leave the country. Yeah, you're going to a team that can offer more money. They're offering more money and wages. Yeah, and you will be up in the Champions League every year.
Yep.
So why not go and put that extra 30 million on the table and test their resolve? Yeah, and then he's got a decision. We've done it with Sol Campbell, bro. Yeah, obviously, he was a free, but he didn't have to come to us. I'm sure every other club in the world probably wanted Sol Campbell at that point. And he went, nah, sod that. I live around the corner, mate. It'd be easier to just stay here, innit? And just drive to a different training ground. Yeah? And it's what top clubs do. How many times do we see it with Dortmund and Bayern? How many times have we seen it? Yeah, with our own clubs, bro. Like,
I know, but they're trying to stop that from happening now, bro. Even the Leverkusen, for instance, I know that Wirtz wanted Wirtz in it, and them man were like, bro, we'll sell to anyone but you lot. Like, I think even in Germany they're getting fed up of that.
The amount of deals Bayern and Dortmund have done between them is crazy. Like, they're constantly swapping players.
No, yeah, 100%. But I think we're gonna start seeing that go down a little bit now.
Yeah, it happens in Italy a lot as well. How many players transfer from Milan?
Players move between the clubs seamlessly, but the Italian league's one of them leagues. If players are happy there, they tend to just stay there. Like.
Yeah, they do like that league, to be fair.
They tend to just stay there.
There's not many Italian players that play in Italy that directly move to England and do well. There's not many, bro.
But they don't even think about moving anywhere else. They tend to stay there, and I think that's the reason. Also, part of the reason why their national team has suffered as well, because the players aren't playing different types of football. So
I don't know. Maybe it's because they got Calafiori in their team, bro.
No, I hear that as
and
well.
That scrub Gattuso was their manager.
No, yeah, Gattuso's a bum as well.
The Italian Wayne Rooney as a manager, bro. He's rubbish. He keeps falling upwards into jobs, bro. It's crazy.
No, he's horrible. He's a horrible coach. But I just think the quality of Serie A is not there, bro.
No, I don't think it is either. Every time I watch it, it bores me. I can't lie. But then it's the same with the Premier League. The quality of the Prem ain't all that. The quality of La Liga is not the same as it was 20 years ago. All of these leagues have declined in terms of quality because the Mavericks ain't there anymore. Yeah, it's now more about the system. Yeah, it's way more about the system. I can't remember who it was I was watching the other week, and they said the managers are playing the game. Not, I think it was Scholesy or Butt or someone said the managers are playing the game, not the players.
Mm.
Yeah, and everything, it's like a game of chess now.
Yeah, and you don't want that, bro. It's like the NFL, bro. It's like you got the guy on the side calling all the plays, and the players just become chess pieces.
Yeah, and they're scared to do anything other than listen to the manager. So back in the day, the amount of times, we see it with Joe Cole at Chelsea under Jose. Yeah, he scored a goal and got subbed off because he didn't track back.
Mm.
Yeah, and that was the start of it, really. Yeah, because Jose and Simeone were probably the two at the time that were really like at top level, like big clubs. They were probably the two that were the most system orientated in Europe. Like maybe some of the clubs in Italy as well, but in terms of continued winning and continued success around that time, it was probably them too. Yeah, because Pep was playing free-flowing football. Ancelotti was playing free-flowing football. Just let the player. Ancelotti is probably one of the last managers ever in the last 10 years or so. Maybe not the last 10 years, maybe in the last 5 years. That just lets the players figure it out. Just figure it out. Wenger used to do it. Fergie used to do it. Yeah, you have a system in terms of a certain level. Yeah, we just let your attackers figure it out, bro. Yeah, and they all argue in the dressing room at half time and call each other out.
The problem is now a lot of these men ain't good enough. So it's almost a liability to leave them to their own devices now. A lot of these players can't think for themselves.
That's because they've come through academies doing the same shit.
That's it.
Yeah, or played for other teams doing the same shit. So it's like they're just so used to doing something exactly the same every single day from the age of 14, 15, 16 in the youth setup. That now they've gone into the main setup and it's just a repeat of the youth setups. Doesn't matter what club it is. It's the same thing in every academy pretty much. Yeah, it's now system play all the way through academies. Yeah, and all the players that weren't good enough 25 years ago would get a game now.
Yeah.
It's true, isn't it? All the big, strong, physical players. They would,
not only would they get a game, but they would be rated higher than they were rated then as well.
Yeah. Can you imagine a Vinnie Jones in this era?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, everyone will be talking about him like he's 100 million quid. He just goes around kicking people and this and that. And nobody would be able, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, VAR might do him though, I'll be honest.
Yeah, a couple of times. I mean, Duncan Ferguson would probably be one of the best players, strikers in the Prem right now. Yeah, same with Fellaini. Fellaini would be balling out right now in the Premier League. Fellaini was a good player anyway, but he'd be considered one of the best in the Premier League this season right now. Yeah, and he was just any player at Everton and Man United. He was just like, he weren't the star. You need a goal, just throw him up front. Yeah, he'd be considered a top player right now. Like, he was good, yeah, but bro, all the players, like an Alexis Sanchez, for example, yeah. Alexis Sanchez or an Eden Hazard, do you reckon they'd genuinely be able to get into these teams now and be able to do what the hell they want, giving the ball away?
No, they wouldn't have the freedom they had. Absolutely not, because that football doesn't exist anymore. But I do think that they'll still be moving to teams.
Yeah, they just wouldn't be playing in the Prem. Well, Sanchez is still balling now. He's playing at Sevilla. Every time he plays, he does all right. I know they're doing crap in terms of the team, but every time I've seen Alexis play this season, he's done all right. But now imagine putting him into this Arsenal team on the left wing. He'd be tracking back at left back. And there ain't no way he's doing that, bro. He didn't even want to do that with Wenger. He got left to his own devices. Pick up Matty. Yeah, Demba Ba would be flying right now.
Yeah, facts, bro.
if Jackson can get a gig in this era, Demba Ba would be one of the best players in the world up front.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Bro, look at Isak, bro. You know the ones there, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Alexander Isak, bro. Like, I mean, Demba Ba region.
120 M. Wow.
Bro, Demba Ba region, bro. Like, now the game's in a weird space at the moment. It's in a very, very weird space, man.
But there are still players out there that I look at and I think, like, it gives you hope at times. It's like somebody in my chat earlier on the press conference reaction, he said he went to his first ever Barca game the other day. He said Lamine Yamal is just unbelievably good. He goes, Saka's never getting to that level. And it's like, I know they lost. I watched that game. They lost, but bro, he's 5 steps ahead of every player on the pitch.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're that good, you need some play. If Lewandowski weren't as at the age he is, and he's still a decent striker, of course.
He is. He is.
Movement. But if he was like 5 years younger, bro, Barca would have wrapped the league up already. If Ferran Torres weren't a scrub, they would have walked it as well. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? It's similar to what I said about Saka earlier. If Saka was the Saka 2 years ago, we would have won the league already.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, there's some players I look at, like, and I just think, you're so good. But it's literally like, I could probably name about 30 players over 2 or 3 leagues that I'd go, yo, you're top class, like top player. Yeah, probably about 30 to 50 players. The rest of them are bang average, mate. Yeah, and I looked at something the other day. Set piece goal, a direct free kick goals in the top 5 leagues this season. I think it was about 24 goals in 5 leagues this season have been scored from a direct free kick.
Yeah, that's nasty.
24 in the top 5. So Boslai's got 4 of them. Yeah. Yeah, so Boslai's got 4. I then compared that to 07-08 season. The Premier League had 41 on its own in one season. There's not even that in the top 5 leagues with 10 games to play, 8 games to play. It's just over half of that. That's an embarrassment, bro. Yeah, like, how many times do you see a player pick up the ball, yeah, and dribble round players and whip on top bins now? How many times do you see a diving header? How many times do you see a volley from outside the box? Everything's too safe.
No, I agree, but that's a symptom of where the game's going. That's why I see loads of people doing that discourse about when Kyle Walker was talking about Pep and how he don't like you receiving the ball on a half turn, and
about KDB he was talking about.
Yeah, and he prefers you to play, like, be a wall, bounce it back, yeah, play the way you're facing or let the ball run across your body. And I understood the premise of what he was saying, and a lot of people didn't understand it. Do you know what I mean? And then they were saying, yeah, but so-and-so did this and so-and-so did that. Like, that's not what he was saying. Like, he was just saying that it's safer and it's more
risky if Pep's right in what he's saying, because he wants to retain the ball and he knows that KDB can retain the ball.
But he's also right though, because I even said, I said for a reason, yeah, and even said about the channels that KDB plays in. KDB cannot play, yeah, centrally, receiving the ball under half turn, under pressure. He's not that kind of player. No. And that's why he was saying, yeah, he lets the ball run across his body. Yeah, you can do that when you're out on the wing, bro, because he was playing on that inside right channel a lot of the time. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not going to let the ball
do that. It's a Phil Foden.
Yeah, Foden
Foden
can let the ball
because he's not allowed.
But Phil Foden can do that to a certain extent. But like you said, because Pep doesn't want them to do that, that kind of kills Phil Foden, because Phil Foden, in the middle of the park, you can't just be letting the ball run across your body, and that you just don't have that much space in it. Like, so a lot of the time,
have that much time. And even if you do, yeah, when you let it run across your body, you have to make sure, number one, you don't slip over. Yeah. Number two, that you've judged the distance between you and the player coming towards you. Otherwise, now you're getting sent off, because now it could be a tackle. This is why Jude Bellingham's trash. Yeah, because when he does that and tries to get it on a half turn, firstly he's stiff, pulls, yeah, and then or if he lets it run across him, yeah, he don't judge the angle, and then he's sliding into a tackle. Yeah, and Kyle Walker was right. Yeah, like, from what Pep, I watched that. That was with Gary Neville, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Kyle Walker is just explaining
right, but Pep's right as well.
He's explaining what Pep's asked, bro. I'm not saying that what Pep wants is right or wrong, because it depends. However, for the most part, the average player is not good enough here to receive the ball on the half turn under pressure and evade the pressure. They're not. This is why when you're growing up playing football, the one of the first things they always say to you is just play the way you're facing. Because
go to the ball.
Yeah, play the way you're facing, because they know that if you turn on the ball, yeah, most of the time, yeah, you haven't scanned, you don't know what's around you, and also you might not even be technically good enough to go past the player coming on, and it's just high risk and very low reward. Like receiving the ball on the half space in the center circle, yeah. Even if you do receive it and you go past the guy that's coming in to tackle you, like, it's very high risk and the reward, you're still on a halfway line. Like, there's a long way to go.
The only player I see that can do that consistently well is Pedri, Vitinha, Cherky. They're the only ones that do it. And the Cherky, even Cherky does it like maybe once a game.
Areas. It's only really Vitinha and
Pedri, really.
And Pedri that you see.
Cherky can do it, but Pep, again, he's normally out on the wing when he's doing it.
Exactly. It's not the same.
Yeah, Pedri just does it like it's nothing, bro. Yeah, but again, he's in a very good midfield. Yeah, and they play a completely different style of play to Pep. Like if Pedri played for Pep, he wouldn't be doing that.
No. Same
with Vitinha. They both play totally different style of football. Yeah, like Phil Foden can do it, but he won't let him do it. Yeah, if you put Foden into them two other teams, PSG and Barca, he'd be allowed to do it more often. And you'll see him on a half turn, driving forward, picking out a pass to the wing, box crashing and scoring more goals. He's not allowed to do that at Man City. Same with Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva can do that, but he's normally out on the right wing. Yeah, and it's like this is where we're at with football, but it's the same with the centre backs fans. These centre backs can't head the ball off them. They don't go up and win a header half the time. If the ball, Saliba, when the ball's in the air, he panics. Yeah, if it's a long ball, a 40-yard ball, he normally lets it bounce and tries to just spin and pass it back.
And again, that's another thing they usually tell you, not to let the ball bounce as well. So
yeah, attack the ball.
Yeah, that's it. You don't let the ball bounce because you don't know where it's gonna go when it bounces. So most of the time,
backspin on it could bounce. It could bobble and go up.
It's not worth it, bro. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. So I think those certain things in football, that not too many things change, bro. They really don't. But players also receiving the ball on the half turn, those are also, as much as they're risky, those are also when you can make things happen because you're getting players out of position. You're creating that little bit of space that wasn't there before. And this is why it comes to a point where you do have to take the risk as a player, because that's where the fine margins, this is where your match winners work, bro.
No, it's true. It's true, but it's for football in general, like same with these wingers, bro. Like the amount of times I see a winger get the ball and trip over is embarrassing. Or what? Do you know the thing that winds me up the most? It's not when they run the ball out of play. It's when they drive down the wing, and they don't cross the ball. They stop and then they run all the way back from where they just come from and then pass it back. It's like, why did you run all the way up the wing, 20 yards, turn around, stop, and run all the way back to where you just come from to pass it back or sides? Your striker's in the box, mate. Cross the ball. But then these managers are so shook of losing the ball and getting counter-attacked. Like, this out like. I see Doku do it all the time. It infuriates the life out of me. Same with Martinelli. Yeah, Madueke. They run down the wing, stop, turn around, run back. It's not like they've created space by doing that. So why don't you just take a chance across the ball? Like,
but if it's your gaff, you'll just kick it off my man for a corner anyway. You know what I mean?
And then we get Declan on it and we score. Well, Neil Gabby. It is annoying. I can't lie. It's so annoying, man. Seeing these players do it. Yeah. And then when they don't do that, they got no. Rashi does it as well. I see Rashford run it out of play 1 million times this season. Yeah. I've seen him get the ball, stop, run back after he's run 20 yards. It's like when you see Lamine Yamal get the ball or Dembele get the ball, or Cherky, they ain't doing that. They're literally taking you on and they're picking the right pass 9 times out of 10.
Well, exactly. But or they're just retaining possession. If they can't get past the player and be dangerous, they'll keep the ball.
Yeah, Elise's another one. Elise, the amount of times I see him 3 players around him, Cavra does it as well. Cavra's good at that. 2 or 3 players around him, he'll just take them all on. Yeah, but he knows when to take them all on. Yeah, he'll try it a couple of times in the first couple of minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, see if he can get the better of them. Yeah, if he can't, then he's clever enough. Same with Elise. They're clever enough to find a different part of the pit, little space where they can receive the ball on a half turn. Yeah, body feint, send him to the shops, bang, now they're gone. Yeah, most of these players haven't got that in their locker because they're brain dead and they're robotic and they ain't got the tech in the first place. Yeah, and it's like, that's why I said a minute ago, I could probably name about 50 players on the planet or in the top 5 leagues maybe. Yeah, that I actually rate really highly. The rest of them are shit. Whereas back in the day, we could name 50 in each league, Rants.
Oh, bro, I agree. I think the general level, the general level has declined a lot. It really has.
It's an all-time low.
That's what I mean. What are you making of your team being linked with Rodgers, bro? Would you take him?
Yeah, because he's a good player, but I don't think we're getting him anywhere.
No, me neither. But the links. I don't know.
It depends.
I don't
Because
know that he actually leaves.
I think he might leave. It depends where Aston Villa finished, doesn't it? Yeah, because they're still in the Europa League and they won the other night, so he could end up winning the Europa or getting to a final. Yeah, he could still get Champions League football for next season if they win it and or finish top 4. But I don't know. It depends where we want to look into play him. Yeah, because for me, Martin Odegaard's got to leave this summer. Yeah, but then we've got Eze, but then we can't just rely on Eze because he can't play every game. But then Rodgers plays nearly every week when he's fit. Yeah, so would Rodgers want to come to a bigger club to hold bench for half a season for Eze and vice versa? But then you can play Rodgers out on the left, like inside forward, like on the left. You can play him in the 10, you can play him in an 8. He's a pretty good player. Yeah, but I don't really care how much it costs. It ain't my money. But at the same time, depends who we're getting rid of and where he's going to play. Because if I see that captain here next season, mate, I'm going to lose my shit. He is rubbish. Yeah, he's crap, bro. Yeah, but then Eze can't stay fit.
I think he probably does leave because it looks like him and your manager have fallen out. But I think that's the reason why he leaves. I think he leaves just
they
because...
were talking about contract extensions for him the other day. But then I
I
think
don't
all
know.
of this is just to mask over some of the 2 losses that we had.
Surely not. Surely not. The manager looks like he's clearly making a statement by kind of freezing him out as the captain. Surely he don't stay.
I don't even think he's injured, bro. I don't think he was injured before.
But that's it.
I just think that there's something that's gone on. We'll probably never know until maybe 20 years down the road. Like it always comes out 10, 20 years later, doesn't it? By which time nobody cares anymore. So I mean, which is why they hold it off for so long. But yeah, Rodgers is a good player. But it depends where we're going to play him because 29 shouldn't be in next season. Odegaard shouldn't be in next season. Trossard and Martinelli shouldn't be in next season. So there's 4. Jesus, there's 5 attackers that shouldn't be here. Madueke should never have been here in the first place. So there's 6. Yeah, there's 6 forwards. Yeah, Mikel Merino. Yeah, keep him for now, but I wouldn't be playing him in midfield next season. Like we need quite a lot of work doing, bro. Yeah, because there's defenders that shouldn't be here either. If we keep Skelly, he should be playing in midfield next season. Yeah, I don't want to see him at left back. Calafiori needs to leave. Ben White's finished. Yeah, Saka's dusted. Yeah, like, bro, is this actually mad that we're top of the league?
Yeah, but bro, the fact that you spend all this money, Lee, and you're telling me you need to spend all this money again, bro, like, where's it going to come from?
Well, we're getting loads of money in terms of income. Yeah, but our wage bill is massive. We need to get some of these players off the books. Yeah, we need to get some of these players out. Well, who's going to go and spend, like, Martinelli's on 180 a week. Who's going to pay him that? So where's he going? And how much are we getting for him? Yeah, Odegaard's on 240. Who's paying for him and wages? Yeah, because let's be real, there's only a handful of teams in the world that can afford to pay for these players. Like, Tottenham ain't going to give any of these players that are at my club right now that money because they have a wage cap. So do Chelsea. Yeah, so what we're doing, Man United, Man City, they can afford him. Liverpool can afford him. Yeah, Bayern, PSG, Barca, Madrid. And people say Barca is skint. They're not skint. They've been winging it for years that they're skint. They ain't skint, mate. Yeah, other than that, that's 7 teams. Where they going then? And then the Saudi clubs. Yeah, and maybe MLS and Brazil, perhaps. But other than that, where are they going, bro? Yeah, Atleti's a shout, to be fair. Maybe Atleti, they can afford him. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. There's only about 8, 9, 10 clubs on the planet that can afford some of these players on top dollar, mate. 240 a week.
Yeah, yeah. Not any club can just only just offer that, but they probably have to go above that. You know what I mean? Not many clubs have the infrastructure to go above that.
Nah, plus player fee as well.
But that's it.
Like, who's paying 29, 280? And we pay 60 M's for him. Right, maybe some of the Turkish, maybe Galatasaray could afford him or Fenerbahce, but does he want to go and play in Turkish football? Does he want to go and play in French football? I don't know. Maybe he wants to go and play for PSG, but he ain't good enough for them. None of them are. Yeah, so where they going? Yeah, we're stuck with a lot of these players, man. Yeah, or what we're going to have to do is just let them run their contracts down like we do, or just rip their contracts up like we did Aubameyang and Ozil. Yeah, we pretty much done that with Zinchenko. Yeah, we let him go for 1 million. Yeah, and like, we've got ourselves in this position by overpaying players just to make it look like we can attract big players. Yeah, let's be real with it.
So I said earlier in the week, man was saying I was hating, but bro, there was a time where man had to, you had to pay the inflated wages, you had to pay over the odds because you had to attract the players. That was the only way, bro. So you had to do what you had to do.
I mean, Odegaard was on 85 grand a week when he signed for us. Then he went up to 115 grand. Then we bottled the 8-point season. And then he went from 115 to 240 like that. How? How is that even possible? Yeah, and now we're stuck with the guy.
It was probably to match other high earners or something. It usually is.
Yeah, but the only high earners were Jesus. I think that was it. I don't think 29 was here that season. He came the season after.
Oh, okay.
Or did he? I can't remember. Maybe he did come. No, it was the season after we signed him. We didn't sign him the same season as Jesus. Signed him the season after. So the highest earner was Jesus, but he went from 90 grand to 265. Why?
Yeah, that's messy. That's messy. That's way too big.
We've done this with all of our players. The only player that we signed just took a pay cut is Kepa.
Yeah.
That's it.
And yeah, when you give someone such a big increase as well,
there's no incentive.
It definitely has other players on the phone to their agent. Like, hold on a minute. Like,
well, look at Saka. He's on 300 grand a week. What's he done for the last 12 months?
Say more than that, bro. But I hear it.
It's mad, isn't it? Yeah, we've got a lot of players on top dollar. Why is Jokeris on 200 grand a week when he was on 50 at Sporting? Why didn't you put him on 100? Yeah, 150.
No, I agree.
Yeah, it's annoying because you get yourself into a position where they firstly have no incentive because they know if they don't win nothing, they're still going to get a contract offer. It's like how Declan and Odegaard are apparently talking about new deals when they ain't won nothing at this club. It's a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Declan's won more at West Ham, mate, and he was on 60 at West Ham. Yeah, he went straight on 240 at Arsenal. Why? Why didn't we put you on 100? Why didn't we put you on 60? Why is Eze on 180? Eze was on 100 at Palace. We had a mural outside the ground before he even kicked the ball. And we put him on 80 grand a week more than he was at a Palace. Why? He wanted to come. We wanted to sign him. He's a boyhood Arsenal fan. He came through the academy. Here you go. We'll give you 80. Yeah, but Mikel, that's 20 grand less than I'm earning now. Would you want to come and play for us or not? Instead, we give him 80 on top of the 100 he was already on.
I ain't taking no reduction, though. That's crazy.
Well, if you want to play for your boyhood club and you don't need to move house and you're in the Champions League, yeah, do you know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's actually mad. The wages these men are nicking is crazy. So now we've got Eze on 16 million and 180 a week. Yeah, the only one we make money off of, if we was to bin him, is probably Martinelli, because we paid 6 million for him 7 years ago. Plus all the wages. You add up all the wages.
Martinelli,
the
you'll make a profit on, but
yeah,
a lot of them you won't.
But if you add all the wages in it, it'll only just about be a profit. Depends how much we sell him for. So if you add all the money we've paid him over the 7 years, if we've got to get about 40 million for him, maybe more.
No,
he's on 180 a week, and he's been on 180 for about a year or so. Yeah, before that he was on, I think, 90 or 120.
Okay.
Yeah, Trossard, he was on 90, had a year left on his contract, and we said, "Oh, we'll pay you 180, mate. Yeah, we need to keep you, so we'll give you 90 grand a week more." Why? And what's he done? Went on a little purple patch for 5 games. Whoopee. It's embarrassing, man.
All right, big up the chat. Hey, listen, let's get these lights up, people. Big up True Gunners TV. Man said,
real quick, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Man said sack him even if we win the league and bring me Enrique. He's looking to get rid of Ethan and Skelly, but yeah, keep Odegaard and 29. Expect a little pool type fall off next season. Bro, it's a weird one, bro. It is a weird one that man's looking to actively move on them 2 young G's, but it shows you where you are, yeah, but it also shows you that a lot of them men are hyping up Max, yeah, but they need to be wary of him because as long as Arteta is the manager, there's going to be a certain element of risk he's just never going to take, bro, and it could stunt the kid's development, innit? So it's one of them ones where he seems like he's not really the kind of manager to put faith in experience. That's what he kind of that's what he seems like. A man said selling Martinelli to buy Gordon makes no sense. It doesn't make sense because they're very similar players. I would say that Gordon is a more defensively physical, yeah, player than my man. That's what it is. Gordon's just a bit more physical than Martinelli, but they've got the blueprint's almost the same, if that makes sense. Get the ball, run down the line, try put a cross in. A lot of the time it's going to be a shit cross in my weaker foot, and then we go all over again, bro. Like, the profile of wingers, very, very similar. Like, getting rid of one and bringing in the other would be a complete waste of time. What the fuck is this Morgan Rodgers, you know? Man said United insiders are confident. Club made an official approach. Open talks. Yeah, I don't know about all that, mate. I'll be honest. I don't know about all that. Man said, well, I think Max improves when he leaves on. I agree, but we don't know when that's going to be. We don't know when that's going to be, bruv. What's this? I said Enrique is supposed to sign a new deal. Would it man them? Obviously, Fabrice Hawkins, yeah, I don't know how reliable this guy is, yeah. Like, I hear a lot of slander in his name, so I'm assuming he's a bit of a scrub, but nobody's actually surprised, this Fabrice Hawkins. Like, nobody's surprised, yeah, if it's true that Enrique is about to sign a new deal, because in my head, that was always the case anyway. Like, you didn't really think that Enrique was going to leave PSG, did you, Lee?
No. You could probably find an article with that same geezer saying that he was probably going to leave. Because that's what they do when it's fashionable to say they're leaving. They put all these articles out and then they'll spin it, and it'll be if he decides to leave. It's always an if, so that's always how to get out of jail. It's always ifs, buts, and maybes. Yeah, should he decide to turn down the contract offer? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like they never know fact-based evidence, bro. It's all if, buts, and what? Like, what ifs? Right? That's why I don't listen to any of these people. They're crap. All of them. Not a single one of them. And half of the ones in England, if not all of them, are just working on behalf of the club indirectly, just to keep their gig going. So that's why I just ignore them, bro. So you see this transfer news stuff. It's like we're linked to 1 billion players every year, and we sign 4 players. Well done.
Yep.
Like, let's just be real with it. So I don't know, man. I think he's staying. Why would he leave? They've won 7 trophies in 15 months. The only way he leaves is if he gets paid a ton of money by another club. And again,
go somewhere else.
There's only a few clubs that can genuinely afford to pay him and give him the money for what he needs. Like, so for transfers and stuff. There's not many clubs that can give him 400, 500, 600 million over the next couple of years. Because he's going to need that. If he comes into Arsenal, we need a rebuild.
Brother, but you say you need a rebuild. You just brought in 8, 9 players, Lee, in the summer.
Yeah, but out of our 25-man squad, I'd probably keep about half of them, Rants, if that. And
I know that, but doesn't that more point towards poor squad building?
Yeah, but that's why I've been calling it out for years. We shouldn't have been buying half of these players. Like, could you imagine PSG with Mikel Merino and 29 rolling around midfield?
Absolutely not.
Well, there you go. Well, there's 90 million quid gone straight away, plus wages. Do you know what I'm saying? That's like nearly £500,000 a week and nearly 100 million quid in fee. They ain't wasting that money on them too. Yeah, they went and got Vitinha for the same price as we paid for Fabio Vieira. In fact, less, I think, or there or thereabouts. Yeah, they're not buying these robotic donkeys, bruv. They're buying techie footballers. Yeah, and then they're playing the ones that are techie. Yeah, we're just playing rugby. I can't literally.
It's dumb. And Nick, bro, you know what it is, yeah? Man said, why would he want to leave PSG, bro? I've been saying this from the jump. It wasn't making no sense. Like when people were talking about getting Enrique, why would he want to leave? Yeah, one of the only teams in the world, yeah, where you can get whatever player you want. You're almost guaranteed to win the league, yeah, and challenge for the Champions League every single season, bro. Like, why would you leave that?
And you know you're going to get paid highly yourself.
That's it. Unless you just want to take a sabbatical and take some time off the game completely. There would be absolutely no reason to leave there and go somewhere else because the grass will never be as green as it is over there, bro. Like, never. Because these clubs they're anomaly clubs.
Yeah, it's true. Them and Bayern Munich are very similar in that respect because, like, you know, they're pretty much guaranteed to win the league. Yeah, because none of the other clubs are that serious and they ain't got the income of them, so they can't pay the money, and they don't have the stature of them clubs and the prestige of them clubs over the last 20, 30, well, especially with Bayern for as long as I can remember. But with PSG for the last 10, 15 years, they've dominated. Yeah, so it's like Monaco can't dominate. Yeah, like Lyon can't dominate. Yeah, Marseille can't dominate. Lens can't dominate. So you know you're going to go and play with top players, and you've got a top manager. Yeah, so you're always going to attract top players, bro. Same with Bayern Munich. Doesn't matter who the manager is. You're always going to attract top players. You're Bayern Munich. Yeah, and you can pay the money, and you're playing with other top players. Yeah, but it is what it is, isn't it? No, I don't think he's going anywhere. I'd love him at Arsenal, man. Just go and throw the money at him, bro. Give him that. That'd be like proper football. To go from what we're watching now with Arsenal to go to that. That'd be like night and day, bruv. It'd be like I'd be enjoying watching football every week. Watching Arsenal.
I agree, but I don't know. I just don't think he's leaving anytime soon. Man is saying, what do you think about Man City? I don't think he goes Man City. I could see him like eyeing up the national side after a few years. That's where I could see him going. I can't really see him taking any more like big jobs.
What was Enrique?
He's young, bro, but I just can't see him taking any big jobs. I can't see it.
55. Let's see what years to go. He's 56 in May.
Yeah, but once you've won everything there is to win, do you know what I mean? To a certain degree,
try and go with a World Cup with Spain.
Yeah, but why not? Because it's like, bro, nothing else is exciting anymore.
Yeah, but this is why I rate Fergie so highly. Because it was like, no, I'm doing it again.
Yeah.
So I liked it. I'm doing it again, mate. Now I'm going to do it again. Then again. Then again. Then again. Same with Hansi Flick. I mean, Hansi Flick won all 6 trophies in a season. He said, now I've won that. I'm going to try and do it again. Yeah, it's just carried on. It's like, I like managers that do that. But he's won everything, this manager, at club level. Literally. For basketball, between Barca and...
Bro, it doesn't matter if he's already managed Spain. Until you win a trophy, it's not complete, blood. It's not complete. He could definitely win a trophy with the national team, a World Cup or a Euros. He can. He's developed as a coach, and also they've still got some good players, bro. So he can absolutely...
Spain are pissing the World Cup now. They're going to walk it this summer. Yeah, and they've still got a decent core of players even in 2 years' time because Pedri's young. Yamal's young. Firmino's young. They've got some ballers, bro. Like, he could go and manage them in a couple of years.
No, potentially. No, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's staying. I think it's a no-brainer these days. There's not many clubs that can afford him, man.
I agree.
Like, and when I say afford him, they could probably pay to get him out the contract or and pay the compensation and pay the wages every week or every month. Yeah, but to give him the money he needs. Yeah, I think the Premier League, well, he ain't going to Real Madrid. Let's just be real with that. Right, so that rules out one of the biggest club in the world. That rules them out. I don't think he goes back to Barca. He's done everything he can at Barca already. Okay. Yeah, so that's both the Spanish teams out of the way. He ain't going to Atleti. No, so I don't see him back in Spain. I think the Premier would be his best destination because Italy ain't got any money. Germany, maybe, with Bayern. But then why would they get rid of company?
Realistically, the only Prem team I could see him going to,
Man
is City, blood. You know what I mean? And I don't think he'll go City. I think the Maresca thing, it just seems like it's just gonna be him, innit? That's what it seems like.
That's a mad downgrade, by the way.
Yeah. So yeah, bro, like it's weird, bro. It's actually very, very
won
weird.
19 major trophies as a manager before this season. Yeah. He's won the Champions League twice. Yeah, with 2 different clubs. He's done 4 titles with 2 different clubs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups. Super Cups 3. Intercontinental Cup. A Club World Cup. And 2 Super Cups. Yeah, that's actually mad. He's done 2 trebles. He's done it in his debut season at Barca, and he's done it with PSG a decade later. That's actually mad, isn't it? Record-breaking win in the final.
Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say, bro. So it's a weird thing. This is when you need to start looking at what's the ambition of these managers now? Like, what are they in the game
with the Nations League for Spain, and he ended in the semi in 2020 for the Euros for Spain. So maybe Spain afterwards.
That's what I mean. So I think he's due. Like, maybe he might look at that as, that's the unfinished business I have.
Yeah, because he's completed football at club level.
Exactly.
He didn't win the Club World Cup with PSG, and he didn't win it with. Well, he won it with Barca when it was the FIFA World Cup. It's now the Intercontinental Cup. So obviously he can't win that with Barca because he weren't there. It weren't a tournament at the time. So, but he won it with PSG. So that's basically the Club World Cup he's done with both teams. Because they changed the name of it, didn't they? So he's literally won everything, bro, that you can win at club level. So I don't know, bro. He's an unbelievable manager, and let's not forget he had a lot of time out of the game because of what happened with his kid, innit? Yeah. So to come back and then complete it again is actually fucking mad. Yeah, because he's done it with Barca, and then he's done it with PSG all them years later. So he's a top manager, bro. I like the way he plays football. I just like the fact that even though he went into that club and he had Mbappe and Messi, I think Neymar had gone, or maybe Messi, one of them had gone. Maybe, I think he got rid of Mbappe and he got rid of, I think it was Messi. I think Neymar had already gone, right? I don't know. 2 of the 3, I think he got rid of. And then they've completed everything since. Yeah, it tells you the levels, mate, because he can see things ahead. Yeah, and the same with like Fergie. Fergie was always looking ahead. You had Berbatov at your club, unbelievable footballer when you had him. Golden boot. Next season, you're holding bench, then you got rid of him. But he carried on winning. And it's like managers like that. The same with Jose. Ancelotti. These managers, we ain't seeing many of these anymore, bro. Oh, Mbappe. Oh, yeah, he got rid of Mbappe, right? He got rid of Mbappe.
He got rid of Mbappe.
But he's got rid of all 3 of them.
But the other 2, I think, left before he came in.
If he's got rid of all 3, that's mad. Because Mbappe left recently. I swear Neymar and Messi were out before Mbappe, right? But was he the manager?
Yeah, they was. Mbappe was the last man standing.
Yeah. And then he held the club like to ransom a little bit, but then he didn't get his 200 million bonus. Then Madrid apparently covered that anyway. So who cares? Yeah, but there you go. Yeah, when you play for coaches like that, these are like once in a lifetime coaches. Where's the next Luis Enrique? Maybe Cesc. I don't know. Maybe Cesc could be that guy.
Boy, he could be.
It wouldn't surprise me if Cesc ended up at PSG.
He could absolutely be that guy. Like, we just need to wait and see, bro. Did you see that they're saying that Didier Deschamps being linked to the Real Madrid job now, bro?
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Dave,
did you see Dave's video the other day? Outside the Bernabeu. Bro, he looked like the Incredible Hulk in the flipping. He didn't send himself green on the thumbnail, but bro, the thumbnail had me in tears. He was at the Bernabeu and they lost, didn't they? The other day, the Bayern.
Hey, bro, they got fists up, bro.
Hey, bro, they're out. I predicted 4-1 Bayern. They're playing tonight.
At the Bernabeu, you predicted them to get smoked like that?
Bro, I think
they're gonna hold 4 at the Allianz, bro.
Oh, they're getting banged, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the game. I haven't seen the PSG game. I was watching Arsenal. They put the Real Madrid game on the same as Arsenal. I watched the Barca game the next day. So I haven't seen the PSG one. But I thought Bayern would go there and wallop them. Yeah, but obviously it ended 2-1. But they're getting banged. They're getting banged on Tuesday. Yeah, they're getting absolutely taken apart. Yeah, bro. They were booing them off at half time, apparently. Yeah, and this is why I like that club. This is why I like teams like PSG, and Real Madrid, because they have a standard for their football club. It's been set. So why are we dropping it? And PSG, let's not forget, they're a relatively new club, only like 50 years old, really, aren't they? Right, they were properly like founded in the 50s at this version. Yeah, so it's like to keep doing what they're doing. Yeah, and the standard has been set by multiple managers. Unai Emery's been in there. They've had Laurent Blanc, Ancelotti, Luis Enrique. Do you know what I'm saying? They've had some top managers in there over the years. Yeah, standards still not dropping. Yeah, win or we're turning up at training. Yeah, and I like that. They turned up at Neymar's house, bro. So but this is what Barca were doing. Yeah, but Messi went 3 games without scoring a goal. Yeah, they had Tommy Tukes. And they've had some top managers because they attract the best because the standard's been set.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah? And their fans ain't having it. Yeah, and this is why I rate Madrid as well, because the fans hold their clubs at account every single time, bro. It don't matter if they're in a title race, not a title race, whatever. Their fans are going to boo you off, and 9 times out of 10 they spin it. Yeah, this season they're going to come unstuck, Real Madrid. The Copa del Rey finals in 8 days, I think. I think it's next Saturday. They're not in it, bro.
Yeah, it's looking spooky. It's looking spooky.
I don't know how far behind they are in the La Liga. I think they're about 8 points behind, didn't they?
8?
Yeah. 7 points behind.
Have they got a game in hand?
No. They're 7 points behind, bro.
Yeah, it's looking dark, bro.
With 8 games to go. Yeah, a couple more wins. They play Girona later. They play Girona in an hour and a half. If they lose that at home, mate, it's done.
Fucking hell, this is real.
Barca got the derby tomorrow. Barca got Espanyol. That's their derby game.
Jeez.
But that's at Barca. They'll beat them. Yeah, so it is looking done. Yeah, they're not in the Copa del Rey final. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? They didn't win the Super Copa. Yeah, Barca won that. Yeah, so it's like the only thing they can actually win is the league, bro, because they ain't winning the Champions League. Yeah, so if they go trophyless this season, Arbeloa will be gone anyway. Yeah, and they'll go and get another manager. It wouldn't surprise me if they get Zidane back. But they ain't getting Deschamps. No way in a million years. But I don't think the fans will accept that.
Yeah.
But I didn't think they'd accept Arbeloa. And he started off poor. They booed him first game, second game or whatever. And they spun it a little bit. You know, went on a little bit of a run. But the football's been crap, bro.
Yeah, but it would be. But you know what it is with the Real Madrid fans? As long as the results are coming in, yeah, like, they'll keep holding their handkerchiefs for them. You know what I mean? But Arbeloa, like, I can't imagine too many of them would have been happy with that Arbeloa appointment.
Nah, not at all. But they had to do something.
Yeah.
Because Xavi Alonso was stinking the gaff out.
Exactly that, bro. So,
but at the same time, Arbeloa, I mean, come on, let's be real with it. Like, they could do better than that. So, I don't know. Yeah, Klopp's a shout, Abdi. It wouldn't surprise me if they got Klopp out of retirement. He's had a year or two, a year out or so, hasn't he?
I know, but he was recently saying that he's not trying to manage. He's not trying to manage at
Real
all,
Madrid
bro.
Come call in Rants and offer you a fuck ton of money. It's
I know, but bro,
say no, innit?
Yeah, but bro, it's one of them ones that the wife might kick off, blood. You know the one. The wife might kick off, bro.
Nice and sunny.
I know, but there's talk of man saying he missed birthdays and he missed these things and all these things, blood. You know what I mean? So I don't really know, blood. Like, he was talking like he's done with coaching, like he's just not really feeling it like that no more.
Yeah, maybe we can send Arteta.
He's just on the family man thing.
Send Arteta over there. He can get his 100-inch TV out on the training ground. Yeah, see how that goes down with Vinny and that lot. Mbappe will be looking at him like, who even are you, bruv?
Bro,
couldn't even get a game for Spain, bruv. So what are you talking about? Why are you telling me how to play football? Can you imagine him telling Mbappe he's got to drop into DM to pick the ball up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Vinny, you got to play left back today. I need you, Vinny. It's never happening. Let's just be real with it.
I hear it.
Why don't PSG want Arteta? Why are they looking to sign Luis Enrique up to a new deal? I mean, he has played for PSG. I mean, come on.
They definitely don't, bruv. There's no way that they're seeing the football that they're playing right now and they're saying, I know who I want next, Mikel Arteta. There's no fucking way.
No team on the planet's saying that, bruv.
Like, bro, I'll be real, yeah. There's no way that Arteta, yeah, is gaining, yeah, any fans from the football that he plays. Like, there's no
That's why
way.
he'll end up staying, regardless
Yeah.
of whether he wins anything.
I think so. I don't think there's a single chairman out there saying, "Oh, you know what? Like, the way Arsenal play, like, this is what we need." Like,
Especially
ain't
the
no
top
one saying.
teams, like
Yeah, but no
the
one's
teams that he's
saying that, bro.
apparently been linked to, you know, over the last couple of years or so. Bayern Munich would never accept that as a fan base.
Brother, he's
Real
making
Madrid,
Jose
never.
Mourinho
Barcelona.
look like fucking like
Prime
fucking
Pep.
Johan Cruyff, bruv.
Yeah, Prime Pep at Barca.
Bro, I swear down. He's making Jose look like Johan Cruyff, bro. Cause bro, like at one point, yeah, the way they was talking about Jose's football, like when they were saying, Jose would never be a Barca manager because of the football and stuff. But bro, Jose's fucking football is a breath of fresh air compared to the shit.
Yeah, let's not forget he still holds the record in La Liga for the most goals scored.
Yeah.
As a team, 120 odd goals, 121 goals. Yeah, that's a shout as well, by the way. Not Varane, the one above it, Nets, sorry. De La Fuente, the Spain manager, that could be a shout for Madrid's next manager. Yeah, he's managed every level of Spain set up from youth team upwards. And he's won the Euros. If he goes and wins that World Cup, he might just go, "Yo, I've completed it. See you later." Yeah, and then he could go to Madrid and he plays a good brand of football. They play sick football. So, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me if he ends up Madrid manager. But where's Arteta genuinely going to end up? He's going to end up signing a new deal until about 2030, bruv. And then he would have been there for nearly 10 years and I'll be bald.
No, that's the likelihood that's going to happen because there won't be any suitors for him. And also, from the club's point of view, they're saying, you know what? It's going well. So we just keep it going.
Yeah, if you better win something, mate.
Yeah.
You better win something. You're not done playing till Monday, do you?
Nah, we don't play till Monday, so we just get to watch everyone else, bro, to be honest, man. So yeah, it just is what it is. We're chilling, bro. Hopefully we smoke Leeds as well, bro. Do you know what I mean? For the wait. You know what I mean? Making us wait this long for us to play. Brother,
when was your last game?
Brother, I don't remember the date, but it was an Eid or something, bro. It was time ago, fam.
It's probably about the same time as Bournemouth. They've waited 3 weeks. It was international.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, we had. I seen something like 24 days or something. I'm seeing it's gonna be 24 days or something weird like that. But
don't be surprised if you lose.
Nah, we're winning, bro.
Because you know what it is? I said this the other day. Yeah, like Bournemouth have had 3 weeks off. Same with you lot. So that could go one way or the other. Because Leeds played the other day.
Yeah, but now we're winning, bro. We're at home. Do you know what I mean? And I think the players will be itching to play, man. And also, it's the last push now. It's the last.
The thing is, when you've had that much time off, you could either be not fully up to it,
bro. If we was, I agree. If we was away from home, I would be more worried. If we was away from home and we didn't have the fans and we didn't have those things, yeah, and it was Leeds away, yeah, and Leeds were fighting for their life, like I would completely agree. But because it's at home, do you know what I mean? And it's a rivalry as well. Like I think we're just gonna pack them in, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know, man. Yeah, it works either way. Yeah, they 3 weeks off.
No, you're right. It can have a different effect depending on the team, depending on the circumstances, depending on where you're playing. But I just think, I just think the way that the cookie's crumbling, we're gonna do them over. What are you saying for Bournemouth? Yeah, easy win. Yeah.
No, it's the same with you and Leeds. Like they've had 3 weeks off, so they could be fresh out the trap. We've got one eye on Wednesday. It's true. Yeah, and then after that we've got Man City, but then after that we've got Newcastle. So this next couple of weeks is going to be crucial for us. Yeah, and it's early kickoff. And notoriously we're not great at early kickoffs, but it's at home. Yeah, and we've only lost to you this season at home. But then last season we lost to them home and away. So I don't know, man. We could be itching to go again. Yeah, like up to a little bit more speed because since they last played, we've played twice. We played Southampton and we played Sporting.
Okay.
But both were away. So I don't know, man. I don't know. In fact, maybe it's 3 games since they last played because maybe did they play on the Saturday before we played the cup final? I'm pretty sure we played that cup final the day after they played. So maybe it's 3 games we've had, but then we've had the international break. We've probably had more players go international break than them. It could work one way or the other, bro. Yeah, we're either going to go out there and we're going to get an easy 2-0 win, or we're going to end up struggling our way to a draw or a loss. I think the last 10 games they're unbeaten, but 7 are draws.
Yeah, they got bad draws. They got bad draws still. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think a
I need
draw's
to
a
see the
disaster.
starting 11. I need to see that starting 11 because I need to see Dalman playing, bro. I can't lie. Dalman needs to play. Yeah, and I said this the other day. Yeah, you see when we played Southampton, yeah, Dalman played the whole game, which is how I knew Saka weren't going to make Sporting.
Yeah,
I can read him like a book. Yeah, because he brought Madueke on towards the end and moved Dalman to the 10. So I was like, well, if Saka was fit for the game on Tuesday against Sporting, yeah, then he would have played Madueke and brought Dalman on.
Right.
Yeah, because then Saka would have started, Madueke would have come on as a sub against Sporting. Yeah, it's too predictable, bro. And if I know that and I'm just sitting behind the screen, yeah, then surely every manager on the planet that's watching the game, seeing how we're playing, what we're doing, what players are there or not, will pretty much know that anyway.
Yep.
Right. And I'm pretty sure that some of these players are in group chats with each other. Yeah. And the manager would be picking the brains of some of the players at his own club saying, oh, he spoke to Saka. Is he fit?
Right? Yeah, that's a good point.
They could be tapping up their own players to be doing like, oh, yeah, is Saka fit? Like, find out if he's playing. Oh, what about this player? Like, you're in a group chat with him. They all know what's going on, Rants. Yeah, they all know what's going on. Yeah, Iriola was at Southampton. You're right. I see him on TV. So, I don't know. I need to see the starting 11, but we better win that game. If we win that game, that's mad pressure on Chelsea on the Chelsea-Man City game Sunday.
No, 100% it is. 100%, but I think there's pressure on that game anyway.
I think Chelsea get banged. I can't lie. I think
they're going to get smoked like 3-4-0, bro.
Yeah. I think they're in their groove and they're not playing well, Chelsea.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We need to lay a marker down. I want to see us go out there and absolutely wallop them. But the way Iriola sets his team up and the way they play football, they're rapid on a counter-attack. They play with the ball on the ground, and we struggle against both of them things. Yeah, it's just whether they finish their chances. Because Sporting play similar football to Bournemouth. I wouldn't say it's identical. It's very similar. Yeah, and if they could finish, they would have beaten us. Yeah, the goalkeeper was on smoke. So, I don't know. Maybe he used up all of his saves the other night. I'm hoping we win, man. Because if we win and Man City drop points, it's over. It's over. I don't see them. If they drop points, if they even draw.
I completely agree. I completely agree, Lee. But this is why I don't think it's going to go like that. I think it's going to be very interesting this weekend. I don't think the title race is over this weekend.
I don't think it will be. I think we're going to be the same boring Arsenal that we always are. And we'll probably scam a 1-0 win or a 2-0. Yeah, or a 2-1. And end up a draw. France, I need to see the starting 11 because
I hear you. See, that's what I mean, bro. I see that the confidence ain't really there from you lot no more. Nah. Like, this is what it is.
It's the way we play football.
I've been saying it for a while, yeah. I've been telling you lot, yeah, that a lot of your confidence was coming from the fact that City were off form, yeah. Now City are picking up a bit of form, yeah. The confidence is starting to drop out of Arsenal fans' voices now because
the whole fan base is flat.
City actually looks scary now. They do. Like, they put 4 past Liverpool. Like, they battered.
That was crazy. They
battered Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've made two. I can't lie. They've made 2 big statements back to back. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
and they've had a week off.
Yeah,
playing in the champs.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the man got early kickoff against Bournemouth as well. It could be a Mazzoline still.
Yeah, and then we've got to play Sporting, so they get another week off before we play them. Yeah, so it's like they ain't got no more games, bro. Yeah, they've only got the FA Cup. That's it. Yeah, well, we're out of that, so that works back the other way. But the team they've got in the FA Cup is West Ham, bruv. Or is it Southampton? No, they got Southampton, I think, didn't they? Yeah, they got Southampton. Yeah, but we then have another Champions League game, and that'll either be Atleti or Barca. So it's like, now we've got to be 100% for that game, because then France, real talk, we're 4 games away from winning Champions League. Yeah, 4 games away from winning the Champions League. Yeah, but we're also only a few games away from winning the Premier League. Yeah, and this is where this squad and this manager needs to earn their money. Yeah, and half of our squad are crocked. They're crocked. Yeah, and the way the Premier League dictates the football, yeah, it don't dictate it for the good and great of the English teams that play in Europe. Yeah, Real Madrid are playing on Friday night. Tonight, they're playing in an hour and 15. Why? Because they got a big Champions League game next week on Wednesday. So they're not going to make them play on a Saturday early kickoff or a Sunday evening kickoff. They're making them play on a Friday at home against Girona. Yeah, because that's all been dictated. Because when the Champions League draw is done, it's like to be decided next to it.
Yeah, they move stuff around. Yeah, I hear
Same
it.
with PSG and Bayern's games, they always get moved. Yeah, and that's something the FA needs to fix up on, because if they want English football to be the pinnacle in Europe, they've got to try helping these teams out. But then the problem is there's so many bloody games, Rants.
Yeah, there's no wiggle room really.
And you see when we had Boxing Day, it was only you that played on Boxing Day. That's because the way the Premier League sets it up, there has to be a certain amount of Saturday fixtures across the course of a season.
Yeah, and they're trying to maximize the revenue.
Yeah, it's pathetic, bro. Yeah, but this is what they've created. They've created a monster that's eating itself. Yeah, and these other clubs, other leagues, they're all geared up to help Bayern Munich in Europe, to help the Leverkusens, to help the Dortmunds, like to help PSGs and all of this and that. Now in England, it's the Prem. It's the Prem's the be all. Yeah. And there you go. Scott is a Bayern fan in the chat. We play St. Pauli away. He'll rotate the whole squad and rest him for Madrid. There you go. When are you playing? Yeah, and he will rotate the whole squad. Elise won't be playing. Kane won't be playing. He'll have Jackson up front. Yeah, he'll probably play Leonard Cole on the right wing. Yeah, they'll rotate the whole team. Yeah, we can't afford to rotate the whole team against Bournemouth. We can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're playing away. I don't know how many points they're clear, but they're probably going to win the league anyway. Bundesliga fixtures. There we go. All right.
Tomorrow, 5:30.
There you go. So they're an evening kickoff on a Saturday, but they're playing Wednesday. Right. So cool. You could say, well, that's a bit of a stitch up, but bro, they're 9 points clear with 6 to play.
And it's still 3 days rest, man.
Yeah. Well, Arsenal have got 3-4 days rest. Yeah, from when we played the other day to now. Yeah, the difference is our squad isn't as good as Bayern Munich's. Our squad isn't as good as some of the PSGs and all of this and that. Yeah. So when we're playing at 12:30, okay, that's cool. It's a 12:30 kickoff. So you could say on paper they've kind of helped us with our early kickoff. Yeah, but again, we haven't got a squad capable of going, right, bun it. We're resting the whole team. Kepa in goal. Yeah. We'll put Salmon at right back. Yeah. We'll put Skelly at left back. Yeah. We'll go with fucking whoever at centre back. Yeah. We'll go with this player. We'll go with 29 in midfield with Trossard. We can't afford to do that because the reserve team players we've got, or the backup players we've got, are nowhere near the level of the Bayern Munich and the Real Madrids and the Barças. Yeah. And the PSGs. Yeah. And people who sit there and say the Premier League's the toughest league, it's a load of rubbish, bro. The problem is we don't rotate our squads anywhere near as good as these teams around Europe. Yeah, the amount of times I've seen Bayern Munich drop their whole 11 or 9 out of their 11. And I've seen Barca do it and PSG do it. Yeah, and then people say, well, that's because the league's easier. No, it's because they've got better squads. They've got better managers. Yeah, we just utilise the same players week in, week out. We all know Declan Rice is starting tomorrow. Why? Bournemouth at home. You're saying we can't beat Bournemouth at home without Declan? Like we all know Ben White's going to start because Timber's fucked. Yeah, we all know Raya's starting in goal. Well, why don't you put Kepa in? Like, but the margin is so small because it's on a knife edge with us. Whereas with Bayern Munich, even if they drop points, they know they're going to go and wallop the next team anyway. We don't know that. Yeah, because they have a better manager and they play better brand of football runs. Yeah, it's not about the quality of the league. Yeah, it's about the quality of your rotation of your squad. And these teams do it better than us.
That is true.
Which is why we don't clean up in Europe.
That's very true. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Exactly. Why don't Norgard start tomorrow instead of Rice?
Yeah,
you don't trust him. He's barely played any Premier League games all season.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. Yeah, we better beat Bayern. Bayern. That'll be the final, hopefully.
Better beat Sporting. I hear it. It's going to be interesting, bro.
Last time we played Sporting at home, we got lobbed from the halfway line and lost.
I remember still. Like, it's going to be a crazy game, bro. And also, it depends on what happens tomorrow. Because if you don't win tomorrow, then it's squeaky bum time going into that return leg, bro. Like, you need to go into that leg with some confidence because, like, yeah, you won away from home, but the performances aren't building confidence at the moment. So,
no, we stopped the rot.
Yeah,
with the win, but it weren't convincing. It was a last minute goal, bro. Great finish by 29, by the way. I think I don't know who it was that told me. I think it was on. Who was it that was telling him to pass the ball backwards? Telling Martinelli to pass backwards. Yeah, and Martinelli said, "No, bun that. I'm driving forwards," and dinked it to 29. Touch, finish. Yeah, it was a nice goal. Yeah, but we fully scammed that win, bro. But we've been scamming wins all season. I don't care, Rants. Yeah, win it. Yeah, win one of, if not both of them trophies. If he goes and wins a league, yeah, it was Declan. That was it. Declan was telling Martinelli to pass backwards. Yeah, if he had, we would have 0-0'd that. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but this is the same Rice that said that Odegaard when Rice scored them free kicks. Yeah, Odegaard was telling Rice, "Now don't shoot from here, don't shoot from here." And he said to Saka, "I reckon I could score, bro." He goes, "Fucking shoot then." Yeah, all of these players are cowards at times, bro. Yeah, because if he didn't take them shots and he said cross it, yeah, and he actually crossed it, we probably wouldn't have got past Real Madrid. And nobody would have been waxing lyrical about Declan Rice's free kicks. He would never have scored them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes the players have to have that individuality, but we just don't do it enough.
Yeah, they got to have that personality, but that's what your manager tends to not like. So, like, yeah, man, it's interesting, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to seeing how the next 7 days shape up, bro, because a lot's gonna happen in the season. All the games in the Champions League are still open, even though on paper they're not. Do you know what I'm saying? On paper it looks like all the teams that are ahead now are gonna go through, but do you know what I mean? Just the law of averages, there might be one surprise out of the 4. Do you know what I'm saying? There might be one turnaround.
Could be Liverpool, PSG. It could be Barcelona, Madrid. It could be us.
It could be.
Could be Real Madrid. They could turn up and put in a goated performance.
Yeah, it could be. I think one of them ties, like, just expect a shock. Just expect one. Do you know what I mean? Like, just expect one.
If I was to put money on it, which I won't because I don't gamble.
Yeah.
If any team can bottle it, it's us or Atleti.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think Barca might overturn it, you know.
Well, but do you remember when they got walloped 4-0 the other week and then they nearly got through on the 3-0 on the return?
Yeah.
The Copa del Rey. The only difference is the first leg was at Atleti. The second leg was at Barca. This time it's the other way around. The second leg's at Atleti. Yeah, so I don't know. Pedri came off injured the other night, apparently. I didn't know he was injured until after the game. Apparently he had a little knock. But if they start quick against Atleti, they might fold. But then if Sporting score a goal against us, we might fold. I don't see the other two folding. I think PSG beat Liverpool, and I think Bayern absolutely batter Real Madrid.
I completely agree. I completely agree.
If we get through and get Atleti, if we get Atleti, this could be the same as when we played PSG last season. We battered them we didn't batter them. We beat them in the group phase.
Yeah,
like we did with Atleti. We banged 4 past them, to be fair. But this is a different Atleti now. They're already in a final. By the time we play them, they would have played that final. They might have won a trophy by then because they're playing Sociedad. So they might have won it. The confidence will be high. Yeah. And they're actually playing a lot better football now than they were when we played them. Whereas we're just kind of limping over the line now. And this is why when people say on paper it's a great run to the final, you have to look at the form going into the games. And you have to look at the players' form. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Yeah, we better win. We better win both of them next 2 games. Then we go to the Etihad.
Boy, guys, do you know what I'm saying? You already know what time it is. We'll be keeping an eye on that. You're doing the Girona Real Madrid game, innit? So man's gonna redirect over there, bro. I'm gonna go.
That don't start for an hour, bro. So
yeah, I'm gonna go eat my food now, bro. And then me and Texino will be back later, people. You already know what time it is.
I'll start in about 10 minutes then. I'll just go live.
Yeah, come on. You know what I'm saying? So
big up, man. Bless up everyone locked in. Have a nice weekend, and hopefully you'll be sitting there crying into your lunch and your dinner at the weekend. When Arsenal go 12 clear.
I ain't worrying about all that, man. You see, when you lot drop points tomorrow, bro, I can't lie. I might go lively. You know the one. So
you'll be phoning me up, going, "Yo, see you Tuesday, Gunner."
That's it. So we're gonna see, innit? You know what I mean? So yo, man, big up everyone inside. You already know what time it is. Get the likes up.